Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, Monday. All right, guys, we're getting ready to jump into all of it. But before we do, you guys know how this works. We have Jax Taylor speaking out for the first time, and then we also have some Teddi Mellencamp. So sounds like lots to talk about, lots to discuss. Now, I think we pretty much covered all of that. I did want to say if you guys weren't a part of Hot Messy Topics today, then go be a part of that replay crew too, because that was so much fun. Always a blast. We did it with Ashley from Taste of Reality, and I'm getting ready right after this to go film episode 3 of the Salty Podcast with Monica Garcia. So it just doesn't stop. Now, pop off. Happy Labor Day. Let's go.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So first we have to start off with Jax Taylor because, well, I guess he is putting out a statement, and thank you to our girl Kim at Bravo Breaking News. She's the one who put it out first, aside from Jax. She said Jax Taylor shares his diagnosis after seeking mental health treatment. He said, a little over a month ago, I checked into an intensive inpatient treatment treatment facility, scared of the unknown and what I would find out about myself. After many years of knowing something was wrong, but not knowing exactly what it was, I recently learned that I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and PTSD. It's been a lot to process and an emotional time for me. However, I've come home to my son with a newfound sense of peace. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared for the future, but my focus is just trying to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. Mental health is a lifelong battle of not letting it control you, but rather you learning to control it. Thank you, everyone who has reached out in support and who also shared their own personal struggles with me. Your messages have helped me more than you know. And I'm looking at what people are saying, and here are some of the comments. Why can't people just let him do better? Why did they all have to make stupid comments letting him be? I mean, we've all known this since day one. Nothing new here. He didn't write that. He totally had his assistant or chat GPT. Spare me. No one feels bad for him. Why does everyone claim to have PTSD these days? Sit down and talk with a soldier. Then they would let you know the real meaning of what it's like living with PTSD. I don't buy it. Don't honestly care. This man has tormented everyone in his path for 50 years. Cry me a river. PTSD 4. He just needs to do better for himself and his family. Bipolar isn't like a cold. It's there every day. Stay with therapy, Jax. Nothing to be ashamed of. And we could have diagnosed him a long time ago. Okay, sure. Don't believe him or any Vanderpump man child. And no malignant narcissism. People are definitely coming out in droves with their own opinions. And listen, do I think it's an easy thing to come out and say, I'm bipolar? I have PTSD. No. The comment about talk to a soldier, I'm like, well, that's interesting because that would be really somebody who would know what PTSD is, but it doesn't mean that you can't have PTSD if you didn't serve in the military. That's not a true statement, but that also was not the statement. So just to be clear, with that, I do hope the guy gets better. I do hope he gets the help that he needs. And I am happy for Brittany to take herself out of a situation like this because from what I know from my interactions with Brittany, and they've been very far and few between, the woman is just an absolute sweetheart. She's so nice to everybody. She leads with a big heart. She's incredibly kind. And to have that sort of personality, I think it's easy for somebody like Jax to walk all over you and make you just feel really shitty about yourself or how you're navigating your life or how you are as a parent. And I don't think that that's a healthy route to take, especially because Jax didn't write the book on how to be a good mom. But instead of completely ripping the guy down, I do encourage people to exercise kindness because I couldn't imagine being in that situation. I don't even know what I would do if I was diagnosed with bipolar or PTSD. I don't. But then again, I can see the other side where I see people being like, Jax, we're not buying your shit. You've been a jerk for a long time. I get it. Now, moving on, there was another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and it was this, the Teddi death threats. Okay, so let me just pull it on over to here. It was Taste of Reality, our girl Ashley, who ended up putting this out. And on Instagram, it was Deep Thoughts by Bravo, but she responded to somebody saying, I hope she D13S, which obviously we can read between the lines. It's not kind. And it says, I hope she dies. She said, you guys are out of control. This isn't funny or cute. And you can't hide behind, or you can hide behind whatever profile photo you want. But I hope when you look in the mirror, you do some serious self-reflection, because I am the least of your problems. Now, reading this, I thought it was so shitty, you guys. I thought it was too much. You know, like, I didn't think there was nothing kind about it. Obviously, it was nasty. But Taste of Reality said Teddi's home life. So they went in on a little bit more of like a deeper what's going on. Late last month, the former Beverly Hills star shared a photo of her 3 children heading to school for the 2024-2025 school year. Slate, Cruz, and Dove wore their school uniforms. This was Teddi's last first day of school as a mom. Her youngest child, Dove, had her first day of school ever, like many moms, and Teddi was emotional sending her kids off. She said, I cried because Teddi began the caption, 1, I'm going to miss them. 2, they're getting older, which means I am too. 3, I can actually work in peace throughout the day. And 4, a combination of all of the above. I think, listen, you guys know I'm not the biggest. I don't have to be the biggest fan of anyone to say that this is absolutely not okay. It's not appropriate, and it's not something I'm co-signing. I think it's disgusting. I think the person who wrote the message should do exactly what Teddi recommended. I know Teddi's not a doctor, but she said maybe look in the mirror, and I 1,000,000% agree with that. But I want to hear what you guys think, especially about the Jax of it all. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, I believe we're going to be back on Friday with Hot Messy Topics, but that'll be with probably Ashley and Kim. I have multiple episodes coming out this week of the Salty Podcast with Monica Garcia from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake. You guys can find that anywhere you get your podcast. Just search up and Adam. It's filed under there. And if you guys have missed the promo for the podcast, well, I don't want to keep you waiting, because it's not something that I think you should miss. So I love you guys. I'm going to check out. I'm going to play the promo for you. And then just keep an eye out, because we have things coming your way every single day. Here we go.
Hey, Bravo lovers. This is Monica Garcia from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
And I'm Adam Newell from Up and Adam. Welcome to the Salty Podcast, where we spill all the latest Bravo gossip and dive deep behind the scenes.
From the drama in the Housewives world
to the juiciest headlines and entertainment, we've got you covered.
Each week, we'll break down the most shocking moments, share behind-the-scenes secrets, and give you our unfiltered opinions.
And trust us, things are about to get crazy.
We're bringing the heat, the tea, and all the shade, honey.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and join us for the Salty Podcast.
Subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform, and make sure you don't miss a single episode.
Because when it comes to Bravo and pop culture, we're spilling it all.